The Bills and the Ravens battled in the AFC divisional playoffs, and things get off to a very slow start and then emphasis on picked, up in the second half. Today is the first of 6 days of the Moonlight Shopping Nights here in downtown Owego. I spoke with two owners about why it was important that they participated in the event this year. Coaches, when they come out to pull the pitcher off the mound and switch pitchers, if they could have a walk-up song to the mound, what would be your walk-up song to the mound?
I don't know.
Running back through your career, you've accomplished a lot, especially as a woman of color. I mean, being on GQ and also in Sports Illustrated, how was that for you as a woman of color to do that in your 20s? In addition to the venomous and dangerous animals surrendered to the park, there are some more friendlier ones like this tortoise here. How can you not be excited for the first day of school? I'm here in the Windsor Middle School, and I'm also here with Windsor Superintendent Jason Andrews. Good morning, Dr. Andrews. Happy first day of school. What are the changes the district is making this year?
For the last 4 years, our goal has been to make the Flag Bowl.
The GBC Patriots have been preparing for the NFL Flag Bowl since August. This year, spots for the bowl were first come, first serve. Luckily, the Patriots secured a spot.
I'm pretty excited knowing there wasn't many sports going on.
So no matter what hit us or came against us, despite all challenges, our goal was still going to be to make it to Florida.
Cornell says one of the biggest challenges came in December when the dome at the Greater Binghamton Sports Complex collapsed after a record-breaking snowstorm.
So not having a home base for several weeks made it very challenging for us as we were scrambling to find locations.
Now the team is back on track, practicing at the Edge Sports Complex in Vestal.
I'm just happy that I have a place to practice.
Cornell says the challenges the team has tackled so far has only motivated them.
It's really these kids and what they have inside them and what it means to, the southern tier of New York.
The team is set to leave at the end of the month. And for Cornell's son, Zach, and his teammate, Will, they already have Tampa on their mind.
Playing sports, hanging out, and maybe going swimming at the beach.
Let's win it.
In Vestal, Robyn Hearn, 12 Sports.
The silo it's part of me, it's part of my family, it's part of my staff.
After 48 years in the business, the Silo restaurant owner Gary Kurz says it's time to retire.
My wife retired in June, and I just started thinking more and more about it because people kept asking me, when are you going to retire, for the past 10 years? And I say, I have a great exit strategy that's called death.
The Silo has been in Kurz's family since his parents bought the restaurant in 1973.
My mother talked my father into selling our house in New Jersey and buying this. And they thought if it didn't work as a restaurant, it would be a great home.
Kurz says it was a tough decision to put the restaurant on the market.
I love the people. I love my customers. I've got great people, and they supported us through all the tough times, even when I had a fire in 1985.
And a part of this support system includes longtime customers and friends, Marge and Jim Johnson. Jim and Gary have known each other since 1982, and the two have created a lot of memories sitting down in the Silo.
My favorite memory is this Tuesday night. If you asked me last week, it would have been the Thursday night before.
And even with their friend retiring, they're happy to see him take a break.
He's worked very, very hard for too many years.
Kurz won't be retiring officially until the Silo is sold, but until then, Gary would love for his customers to know.
I'm here for them as long as I need to be. And if I sell it, whoever I sell it to, I will work with them to know my customers and take good care of them.
In Green, Robyn Hearn, 12 News. With some players miles away from the Texas Rangers facilities, the Rangers coaching staff wasn't going to let a pandemic stop their players from being ready for the season. Strength and conditioning coach Jose Vasquez says the coaching staff wanted to know the players' workout situation before allowing them to leave Arizona in late March.
Did they have a gym to go to? Do they have equipment at home? Can they throw outside?
Vasquez made sure each player left with equipment and workout plans to use at home.
The type of workouts that they were doing inside have changed because now the equipment outside is not the same as equipment inside. So we've had to improvise on the things that we're doing because of the facilities.
From using practice nets to throwing in their backyard, players are continuing to find different ways to bring the facility to them. But not everyone went back home, like pitching prospect DeMarcus Evans, who was ready to go back to his hometown of Petal, Mississippi. But that changed after the Rangers pitching coach felt it would be best if Evans stayed in Arizona to have access to the facility.
We thought baseball was going to start back like in 2 weeks or a week after that. And it was like when they come back, they might expand rosters to where they can have a lot more pitchers on it.
Even with the season in limbo, the coaching staff is prepared for when they can finally play in their new ballpark.
We have weekly meetings as a staff, and we talk about the different scenarios, whether we start next week or whether we start 3 months from now.
For the O State Report, I'm Robyn Hearn.